Beautiful time. We all know that Mr. Jones and the whole Jones family, the cocaine cowboy himself, Johnny Bones Jones, and Chandler Jones have some things going on in their noggins, in their noodles. So let's go on a deep dive podcast to check that out. It's time to hear from the newest addition to one of the biggest, baddest CTE warriors of all time. Let's get serious with Chan Jones. And I don't even have the settings right. Oh my goodness. I don't even have my settings right. Jesus Christ. Damn. Here we go. Don't worry about it. This is what we're gonna do. Boop. Boop. I know we're taking way too long. They want to blend. Oh wow. Never mind. Take a break. Go tank. Boom. All right. Chandler Jones, Stony Boney Honey, Cocaine Cowboy Jones. The Jones family is an elected group of individuals with elected minds. So let's get a deeper dive.
My shirt off.
We've seen enough of that on live. Rampage, I wanted to bring him in here today because Chandler Jones, I feel like, is one of the most misunderstood people in sports right now. Phenomenal football player, Super Bowl champion, played with the Raiders. He's been showing me support for years when he's at the height of the game, making incredible plays. I'm losing audio right here. And making incredible plays. Something about him that I always loved is he always showed support. He always checked in on me. And he was always there for me. So while the internet's going crazy, talking loud, I thought it was important to get him out here and give him a platform where we can give him an honest, fair shake, not how the media likes to turn things.
Yeah.
Let him just talk. And I felt like there's no one better to do that than you with how, genuine and just easy going you are.
Yeah. I'm curious to hear some of the stories because we heard like the other side. I want to hear the true story. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had like baby mama drama before in my life. Hell, I got a bunch of baby mamas, and sometimes, man, they be your worst enemy, bro.
Yeah, honestly, to be honest with you. Oh, what was that? Oh,
what you got going on over there?
To be honest with you, it was a lot of baby mama drama, and my baby mama, she hates the word baby mama, so I'm gonna use the word baby mama. She always say, "Call me the mother of your child." I'm not a baby mama. But yeah, I mean, the reality is, yeah, you are a baby mama now. She is, and I'm not even gonna say her name to give her that clout. They call it clout.
Yeah.
We're not giving you that clout, miss.
Tell me about it. How long you been with it?
I've been with her for 6 years. I've been with her 6 years. I met her in a bar though. I met her in a bar.
Yeah,
you know how it is. It's 2020. It was 2020.
Yeah.
2020. No,
That's
6
only,
years.
Yeah, that's only 4 years.
Yeah, I do the math.
So,
I was
2018 probably.
2018.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I met her. It was
Not
during
starting out
a
very
very
much.
vulnerable time in my life when I met her, and I kind of clinged on to her. Told her I loved her early, and we was both in love. It was
She
infection.
got some good pussy. That's
Hey.
what it is. Just say it. Just say it, bro. Keep it real.
Yeah, we
No,
but look, but long story short, to be honest with you, I was moving fast. I knew I was moving fast, and we had a kid early.
She got good head too.
Yeah,
then.
look, this nigga is ruthless. He's a ruthless vato. Look, I'm gonna start talking crazy on here now.
Hey.
Look, I'm talking crazy. And Red Base can talk crazy. I can fight too, nigga.
Hey, don't start that, man. I'm having flashbacks. You look too much like your brother. I probably can't get him, but I can get your ass. I seen you hit pass.
Look, honestly, even to clear the smoke in the air.
Yeah.
I have no problem with the Las Vegas Raiders. I love everybody on that team. Unfortunately, I did post a few things that may had not be fully accurate. I did post some shit on Twitter. People did get fired that I think they should have been fired. But I love everybody in the Raiders. I love the coaching staff. I love the players, the star players. Max Crosby is my brother. Devontae Adams, they're my brothers. But unfortunately, my baby mama, she had enough power to get me off the team, to get me into jail, get me into psych wards, all because of a restraining order that I did break trying to help. So to clear the smoke in the air, all the craziness is all from one person, and I take offense to having a child with the wrong person. Love her, I still love her because she's the mother of my child, but I take credit to that. So I want to say sorry to the fans, sorry to everybody that thought they were going to see 55 out this year and they didn't. I'll make it up to you. Hopefully, we'll see.
Man, I'm telling you,
He needs to get his life together.
bitter baby mamas, man. I hate when a chick just lie on you and lie on dudes and stuff like that. I've been lied on before. Fortunately, it never got out to the media. I was training out in England, and I don't know which baby mama did. I got two crazy baby mamas. One passed away though. R.I.P. One of them passed away.
So you widowed?
No. I wasn't. These like college. These like from college, right?
Okay,
They was never my girlfriends, neither one of them. But they gave me two, good kids. Two boys, my two oldest boys.
Two good kids,
But
I guess.
one of them, I kind of think which one it was. I kind of think it was my oldest mom. But I was in England, and she called Child Protective Service and said I was abusing my son and stuff like that. And they called anonymous, right? And then they called me, and when you call somebody overseas, the phone ring different. And they was asking me and talking to me like, "How long you been in England?" Because I told them I was out of town. And I was like, "I've been here for like a week." They said, "Oh, okay, never mind." I said, "Well, why are you guys calling me? I'm the father." She said, "Well, we got anonymous tip that you was abusing your son." I was like, "When?" They said, "Yesterday," because they didn't know I was out of the country.
Right.
So if I hadn't been out of the country, it could have blown up. They can do that. They just say anything and people take their word for it, and that's not fair for us.
And they got this thing out now called the crisis team.
I mean, it sounds like they didn't.
But it's a
It sounds
group
like
of people
never
there.
mind.
They're
It sounds
under
like
the
they
police,
listen, but
and sometimes they show up with the police, which they did with me, threw me on the ground. But sometimes they'll come up by themselves and they say, "We want to check on your mental health," and they put you into a hospital. What they did to me for 3 weeks. Not fun.
I was in the hospital for 3 weeks.
They put me in a mental hospital where I couldn't get my phone call, no cell phone, I couldn't get visits.
that sounds terrible, though.
For me, honestly, it opened my eyes to a lot. I got to learn a lot about myself. But honestly, I got to see how psych wards work, and there's a lot of sane people in psych wards. I'll say that. I was one of them, but it just made me sad because those people have no power. They have no power. A lot of times they're saying that you have no mobile assistant. A mobile assistant is a person that speaks for you. There's a lot of people in these psych wards that I've been in. I've been in psych wards in Vegas. I've been in psych wards in Arizona. And there's a lot of people in these psych wards that are very sane and sitting there talking to me intellectual just like us three.
Yeah.
And it hurts my heart that they got to sit through there and their family members are, my brother Arthur, not John, Arthur, he's the one that put me in a psych ward.
He's the oldest?
He's the oldest. He thought something was really wrong with me, though. He thought he had friends. I had a friend that was living in my house. He thought she was closer than what she was. That's the one you can call a good head and good pussy. Because I told her to get in my house. I told her you can live in my house while I play in Vegas for a year. Stay in my house. This bitch told my brother. This bitch went and told my brother.
Whoa.
He's suicidal and he's homicidal. So he took her word and said, "All right, I'm Chandler's guardian. I'm 33 years old. I don't need no fucking."
Why do you say it like that? Why do you say
I'm Chandler's guardian.
homo-psych?
We're gonna put him in a psych ward. I was in there for 3 fucking weeks, no phone call, sitting there jacking off, coming to myself.
What?
I mean,
what?
The thought
what?
of it. Yeah.
What are we doing, man? This sounds like someone who has completely lost their mind. This is. What did he say?
You laughing? Look at my face.
Yeah, he's serious. The thought of mental health right now in society is a very unique subject because a lot of people do need it. A lot of people don't have the ability to speak about it freely, and a lot of people don't have the resources or the money. It costs a lot of money for the people that really do have the issues to try to help them alleviate the days. I think the most important part is a solid support system and the team around you. One thing I've always seen around you, though, is the chemistry between your brothers. One of them's a Super Bowl champion, played with the Ravens. One of them's John Jones. I think you're familiar with him.
Yeah, I'm familiar with him.
You're familiar with him. And so both of these brothers, I felt like, even when I watch you guys FaceTime and talk, your family dynamic's very tight. They look out for you. You guys are able to conversate in a healthy way. You guys aren't yelling at each other. And the most important part that I have seen about you in interacting with you over the years and the weeks and in person is that you're very aware.
Yeah.
You're very conscious of everything. Yeah. You know what's funny. You know what's not. You know what's too much. When you go on live, you go, look, everybody's going to make CTE jokes. Yeah. And you're like, I don't know why. I'm just messing around. I always like making music, but because I put it on live, now I'm a weirdo. Like, I think that the misinterpretation now of people is, if they post things that aren't normal on social media, all of a sudden something's wrong with them. Right. If they're doing something that's too much, all of things, people have these perceptions and opinions of people, and it just goes so far that it can really damage someone's career.
No. When Antonio Brown is tweeting like a person who can't, coherently put sentences together, it sounds like there's something going on, man. Like these people have had conversations before the suspected shift and after the suspected shift. These people are fucked up. Chandler Jones is fucked up.
Where do you feel like society or social media has played a part in kind of labeling where you're at now as a person and where you were going?
Yeah, I feel like brothers, siblings, relatives.
I will say the CTE jokes. Sometimes CTE jokes are too far. There's something wrong.
Like me and my brothers do. We always bash heads. We always argue. And somebody's always mad at somebody. That's just how brothers are. That's how you raise. Well, each and every one of us would die about each other. We would. That's just how we was raised.
Could just be mental health.
We would die about each other. But going into the conversation of the CTE thing, I think it's funny. And me and Antonio Brown, we're actually going to run a podcast called CTE Podcast because they're saying that we both have CTE. So I don't know the other two words, in the acronym CTE, but I know the T stands for trauma. And I know it's not blunt force trauma. I know it doesn't also mean that you got hit in the head too many times. That doesn't mean that. CTE is not real. I don't believe it's real.
So we didn't hear about it back in the day.
It's not real. CTE is not real. The T in trauma could be being molested as a kid, from things that you went through from high school.
Okay.
And that could be trauma, mental trauma, emotional trauma, but not blunt force, got punched in the head, got too many tackles in the head. But people think CTE, they're making fun of it. They're making fun of it, saying, "Oh, you're dumb." Everybody.
I'm sorry, because I get that this is a mentally challenged person, but let's just CTE. Let's just make sure. It's called a chronic traumatic encephalopathy. It's a brain disorder likely caused by repeated head injuries. Now, does not seem like there's anything about molestation in there, but maybe I'm misreading, misquoting, misunderstanding. I apologize.
They're gonna have some kind of memory loss. That's you get old and get Alzheimer's. Some people, some bloodlines, you might have it earlier than others. That's reality. But there's ways that the media, they put out what Donald Trump say, fake news. Yeah, there's ways that people put out fake news and say, let's scare this group of people. Let's scare these athletes. Because before I got out of the NFL, when I heard the word CTE, it had me tackling like this. You know what I'm saying? Back before I heard the word CTE, I was banging. I wasn't putting my head in Lauren and banging people in the head, but I was tackling. It's scaring people. You know what I'm saying? I mark my words. In 2050, there will be no NFL.
No, that's not a bad.
2050, there will be no NFL.
I think that's a bad.
No, it's getting too soft. It's flags for pussy ass hits. It's flags for pussy hits.
Yeah, I mean the chronic traumatic, encephalopathy or whatever that last word is. I don't even know what it means, but I do know that it's
okay. So none of them know how to read, and We're in a bad place, man. We really allowed. There should be, just like getting your driver's license should be how hard it is to get podcast equipment, because I'm just astounded.
Repeated trauma, right? Repeated head trauma. Right. Do you believe in CTE, or do you believe?
I don't know much about it, but like I talked to some boxers and stuff like that, and some of them, and fighters, some are fine and some took too many punches. I don't know if it's CTE or they just took too many punches.
Brain bruising. So you can have brain bruising, then all right, I could take off a few years off, but that's not permanent. CTE isn't real. Just like the word conspiracy. The word conspiracy isn't real. The CIA put out the word conspiracy to scare people. So when y'all catch the real shit that's happening, when y'all hear about quote unquote aliens, you hear about quote unquote underground tunnels with 8,000 people in Vegas.
Okay. God, see, this is insane. No, the definition of conspiracy is a group of people and or individuals who conspire, come together to enact a plan or duty. So the word conspiracy theory theory is the thing that you're looking for. Conspiracy isn't this magical new word. It's a word that just means a group or collective of people enacting a certain plan. I don't but again, I'm not gonna say CTE, but clearly I mean, you can just Google this. Like, my favorite part about both of those, the CTE thing and then now this thing, it's like, yo, it's not like you're on like Shark Tank or something. Like, you don't have to like. This isn't Hunger Games. You can just Google it, my guy. Hey, what does this stuff mean? I mean, this is awesome.
All these people underground, they'll say, "Oh, it's a conspiracy." No, that's the CIA trying to cover up the shit they're doing. Mm. I'm serious.
I believe in aliens.
Do I believe in aliens? Yeah, I do.
You believe in aliens?
Yes. I come in peace though.
But you believe like in a big green thing that just walks the planet, or like you think they're just?
I don't want to get into what I believe, because what I believe is far from what a lot of other people believe. But I do believe in aliens, but I don't think they come from outer space.
They come from a spiritual realm. I believe they come from a spiritual
realm.
What?
They come from the other side of the ice wall. That's what I think.
The upside down world.
The other side.
The Hollywood calls.
Yo, I had no idea what I was getting. This nigga. This nigga lives in Westeros. Yo, oh my God. Okay. Oof. Yo. Westeros, the ice wall. What is he talking about? The ice wall. All right. We gotta keep going.
Those aliens, they call it the Night King, or they call it the Demogorgons. If you watch Stranger Things, those are the aliens, and they're trying to warn you that hey, they're right here with us.
Yeah, what's that shit that happened in Miami at the mall? I'm hearing different things, but I'm hearing like people just blown out of proportion. Like it's
this morning. I mean, Vinny could pull it up. This morning, those aliens in Brazil, like 3 tall-looking things that look like something straight out of Avengers or something. Some planet Thor would be on. I don't know. I don't want to get too deep down the rabbit hole.
I got a question. I got a serious question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you, Rampage, and I'm gonna ask Bear. What do you do? Right? No weapons involved. No weapons involved.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
No weapons. What do? You wake up, you look out your front door, and you see a family, a dad, a mom, and a little girl, alien. And they're standing there, and you could tell something's telling you that, hey, they come in peace. They just need water. What do you do?
I say, fuck them. I go back to bed. I don't know them motherfuckers.
Okay. Okay, what do you do?
They can still try to eat me, man. I don't know.
I don't know. It's a good question.
I place a bowl of water out and close the door.
Why they eat?
like they're dogs?
Like a dog. I don't know. I'm not gonna say fuck them. What if they know? What if they can translate your voice and say he said fuck us? and then you fucking get zapped.
When you put a bowler, what do they say? This motherfucker think we a dog. Let's kill him. Let's eat him.
Look at. This is the aliens in Brazil this morning. This is what they said. They said that these tall things were spotted hilltop in Brazil, and people have been filming it. It's been all over TV this morning. They said they were 10 feet tall aliens, and there are these weird flapping things coming from their ears and these long arms, and
all of a sudden aliens is out. They've been trying to cover this shit up for years, and all of a sudden,
I mean, it looks crazy.
Oh yeah, that's a real. Those look like witches.
Yeah, it looks weird. It's things flapping from its ears.
it's too far away, man. It could be anything, man.
Why?
It is moving.
It
It is an arm. I can see the way.
Every time there's an alien video, it's like 100 yards away.
Yeah, it could be.
Zoom in.
Maybe they're not allowed to get so close to us. They have distance, like a restraining order on us.
But we
Probably
have like
should've
different
just picked that
technology
off,
with
but
cameras where you can zoom all the way in. But you know what? People are filming on their cell phones these days.
Yeah.
See, that's one thing I think about. Like now that everybody got cameras, so it's going to be harder for them to hide everything if there are like aliens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, before they've been trying to just keep, it's all taboo to talk about aliens, but all of a sudden the government's talking about aliens.
They have to. I think they have to start. They have to start okaying it now because everything's being filmed and they won't have any answers. Like, like how do you explain that? How do you go to the CIA and the government? How do you be a president? How do you be the president of the United States and explain that? Or those UFO weird shits that we all have been seeing the shits. I know you have you seen them?
I've seen a UFO years ago.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the ones that they catching these days. The rich white people that's on the damn. And they
Wait, you saw a UFO?
I saw a UFO in Huntington Beach years ago.
Why you laughing when I say rich white people?
Where?
That's racist.
Where'd you see a alien?
I saw a UFO.
Where?
Well, I was with one of my friends, Anderson Goncalves, and me and him both saw it, but he won't never talk about it because he said, like, I don't want people to think I'm crazy.
Hey.
So he never brought it up, but I saw it.
Everybody got a little crazy.
I mean,
Oh, come on,
yeah, everybody's got their own opinions, but there's also a really unique theory that if there was aliens, they'd be so advanced, and if they were that advanced, then why haven't we had interaction with them, or vice versa?
Michael Bisping said he saw UFO in Big Bear while we was
Michael
training camp. I wasn't there
Bisping
that
only
day,
has
up
one
close.
eye.
Mine was like far away. It was a bright blue light. And we
And
just
he
looked
gets
at it.
punched
As soon
in
as
the
my
face for
friend
a
looked at it, I
living.
told him,
Oh,
like,
man.
what? As soon as I said, what is that? Before I can get the words out, it went, when it shot away.
And yesterday when we were in here, we were talking about CTE, we were talking about head trauma, we were talking about your ability to understand the landscape you're in right now. You were excited to sit with Rampage, but your diet was perfect. You were physically fit. You were hitting a full workout. You were in tune. You had music. You were focused. Phone.
What does that have to do with his mind being jello? What does that have to do? He's working out. He's listening to music. He's focused. I mean, you could be focused and shit should be fucked up. I mean, I don't know if you know that. You're an adult. You focus through some fucked up shit. Doesn't mean he ain't still fucked up. I mean, alright.
Was off. Like, it seems like you're doing all the right things. At what point does the NFL or do the teams look at you and say, okay, cool, maybe he had a slip up or maybe he was having a bad week, but the guy's in tune. He understands what's going on. He's aware of what he did, what he didn't do. He's aware.
That happens when he stops tweeting. When Mr. Jones stops sending these tweets out, which are hilarious, and posts and Instagram and all that. Once that stops, maybe. But I don't know.
Where he needs to go. At what point do they come to you and they say, all right, cool, hop back on a team?
Well, first of all, I should have started off with this. I'm gonna let y'all in a little secret. I'm gonna answer that question. I'm gonna get back to that.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to let Rampage know that I'm sitting here. I'm John's little brother, so I know who he fanboys over. And before y'all fight, he couldn't sleep. And I don't give a fuck who I'm looking you in your eyes. I'm not blinking. I don't give a fuck who he fought, who with bigger name, whatever. I'm talking about to this day, and he could not sleep. We all been a fan of you before him. Yeah. Before he became a UFC fighter, we was picking you in the UFC game.
Damn.
Yeah, I just want to let you know that.
That's
what's up.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
But
man, I'm gonna tell you about that fight though. Since we own it though, that fight, he beat the best me ever. Nobody ever faced me like that. I was in the best shape. Yeah, I was in the best shape. I trained up in Denver. I trained there for a couple of months, like two or 3 months. I was running 7 miles when I normally just run 3 miles. My first time taking supplements every day, and I trained my ass off. And I was like overly confident. I'm like, I've never lost a fight, been in this good shape. I was like, I'm gonna destroy this kid. Mm-hmm. And he kicked the shit out of me.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna say this about your brother. I respect him, but he's the dirtiest fighter in MMA.
The eye pokes,
the eye pokes, man. The kick the knee back.
Hey, I don't think he doing it on purpose, but he
did this shit on
We all
purpose.
fight like that. So we all have our hands over.
You didn't see him spazzing yesterday in here?
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Man, with them long ass fingers, I couldn't even do the Three Stooges. Those fingers still go through that shit.
Hey, pull up the video of John Jones talking about the fight. There's a actually, speaking of that, so that was a thing, huh? He couldn't sleep because there's a famous video John Jones talking about it.
He couldn't sleep, man. I saw he talk about Rampage. And my dad, he the biggest Rampage fan. So you got to think, if you call your dad, my dad's the most spiritual person in the world. He's a pastor of a church. He's a spiritual gangster. He's a spiritual savage.
He's a spiritual gangster.
So whenever we get close to game time or fight time, we just call our dad every day. He gives us scriptures. He could talk. I feel like he could talk to God through us, for us, to say, hey, what scripture do we? For some reason, every time he gives us a scripture, it's talking straight to us, right to our heart. And I remember one time, I think John reached out to my dad to kind of like get that spiritual calling. He was just calling Rampage. He was calling Rampage. What do you do when your spiritual leader is calling it? He's being a fanboy. Look, maybe that's why you got the best John. Seriously.
No, and
Right here. Check this video. Vinny, started from the beginning.
That's why you got the best John.
Check this out. There's a video of John Jones basically saying that he was having nightmares of Rampage.
and that fucked me up.
What the fuck is going on?
Wow.
Him crawling out to me. That's what helped him win that whole mental game. It's a mental game.
Mm-hmm.
No one's ever done it to me before. I'm like, what the fuck is this kid doing?
Did you wrestle at all? You have a wrestling background?
Yeah, I wrestled good against Jones. He was surprised at my wrestling.
Yeah.
Because I trained really hard for him.
Yeah.
You know, but I started
ask
late.
Rampage.
Remember I told you I quit smoking weed at 17?
Yeah, 17.
That's when I started wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started smoking weed at 8 years old.
Oh wow. Oh, that's
Jesus.
early.
Yeah, bro.
That's real early.
I started everything early. Like
That's in Memphis.
Memphis, man.
Memphis like that?
Yeah, man.
I should have did some more research before I got this tattoo, huh? That's my bloodline. No, I had to.
How did John start off with fighting and you did football?
John, the way John got the name Bones is how skinny he was. He always looked like a bag of bones in his pads. Whatever he wore, he was just always baggy. He was bones. He was bones. So, I feel like I'm a mix between Art and John. But John and Art, they lost all athleticism because they wrestled their whole high school careers. I think my second year after I wrestled and then I started playing basketball, the wrestling coach thought just because I was a Jones, I was going to be wrestling for my whole career. And because my dad was a world champ, he was a state champion in wrestling. So they just thought, you're all brothers going to be a champion. So they was calling me dribbling idiot and calling me all these names just because to get me back from playing basketball back to the wrestling mat. But I'll tell you right now, today, that my brother Art and John, they can't catch, they can't jump, they can't throw. They'll beat my ass. Especially John. They will beat the fuck out of me. They will beat the fuck out of me.
Could you beat him up when y'all was younger?
Yes, I was scrap, but I'm also the baby, so they wouldn't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? They knew they would get beat by my oldest sister. I had a sister, and then my mom or dad would beat the fuck out of them because I'm the baby. But I would take advantage. I'll scratch all the scars on John's face. That's me and Art. I'm talking about him being a man right now. He got a slash in his eyebrow. Art got a slash in his eyebrow. I throw a medicine bottle across the room. Fuck. Eye bleeding. My mom and dad used to go to work and leave us at the house, two-family house. They used to call the police, tell us Art and John pulling out knives. They used to bang on the walls to let us. We was the upstairs family. They used to bang on the walls to tell us, hey, it's too noisy. As soon as we get in the house, 6-round matches. My dad was conducting it. 6-round matches. As soon as we get in the house, as soon as I got home from school, I had to take off my backpack and start wrestling 6-round matches. My dad conducting it. To this day, I still got that in me.
How many years did you wrestle before you started?
I wrestled from a kid, Pee-wee wrestling until high school.
Oh, okay.
Then I started playing basketball.
Oh, so you still know how to?
Oh yeah. I get busy. We wrestle.
Hey, he wrestled yesterday. He did some rounds in here.
Yeah, we wrestled.
really?
I was sparring with that, but I'm talking about grappling. That's what the thing is. People want to box with you. Like if I ever got into a fight, I'm grabbing. You want to sit back and say, oh, who got many more headshots? No, I'm gonna grab you, throw you to the ground, then I'm gonna do what I can do to you. Go for the, you know what I'm saying, grappling.
How many years older is John than you?
John is only 2 or 3 years older than me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years older than me.
Oh shit.
I told Dana White to sign me a 10-day contract, and I'm trying to get back in the NFL though, for real. I can kill him.
You miss it. You miss it.
Easy money. It was giving me $18 million a year, $17 million a year to go fuck these little boys up. These little kids trying
And
to
your
block
baby
me.
mama hating on that? Was you doing what? Was you spoiling her and shit though?
Yes. Everything she wanted, every Chanel bag you can, every python, every exotic, everything she got it.
So I'm gonna teach you something, young buck. When you treat a woman like that, when you spoil a woman like that, they get too entitled. Don't ever spoil a woman like that.
Damn.
Don't ever do that. Make them work. Make them work. They gotta earn it. Don't spoil a woman like that. They just like, you know how women be like, I want a good guy. I want a good guy. They look for good. They just know good guys. It's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Most women they want a guy that, you know what I'm saying, they don't want a guy to treat them too good. They don't want it. They just don't want it, especially when they know what type of woman they are inside. They know what type of woman they are inside. You know, they got to sit in front of makeup, in front of the mirror for an hour doing makeup and just looking at themselves.
Yeah.
They know what type of woman they are.
Damn.
What the fuck is
You
going on
just, I'm not here to disrespect her, but you just, that's her. That's what she do. Hour in front of the mirror putting on makeup.
Yeah, why you need an hour to change your face?
Yeah.
These dudes are
It's like a big
like
lie.
retarded. This is awful.
She, from what I don't know nothing about it, but from what I heard, her going and lying on you and shit.
Yeah, she is. She
It sounds like a fucked up person.
Nah, it is fucked up. Nah, it is
What
pretty
she look?
fucked
She
up.
white, black,
Nah,
Mexican,
she
Puerto Rican?
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
She
God damn.
Afghanistan.
You went all the way to the Middle East?
Nah, no Middle East.
She the whole.
No, we love the Middle Eastern women.
Mashallah. I'm a proud Christian. I know John don't. He praised Jesus after every fight, but that mashallah, that's a powerful word.
What that mean?
God willing.
But what's the relationship right now
Got
then?
a tattoo right here.
What's the relationship right now then with the NFL, the team, the family situation? Are we all good now going into the new year? Set the record straight.
It's good. I get to see my daughter February 4th. I'm excited
Amazing.
about that. The whole restraining order will be over. I'll have somewhat custody over my daughter. Between me and the NFL, the weird thing is I never really got a departure. I read it on ESPN. My agent, I haven't talked to my agent. I read it on ESPN that Chandler's no longer with the Raiders. I'm not sure if I go back to the Raiders if I try to get in. I'm not sure if I'm blackballed. I'm not sure if I'm back in or back out. Like,
But even last night, no, but you were very respectful of the fact, like, yeah, I got to go through the proper channels. I need to go talk to the team.
and that's what I'm trying to. That's what I want to do. That's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to do. But to be honest with you, and I know this is an exclusive interview, so we should save this. But I'm enjoying being out for the first time ever. My whole adulthood, I'm 33 years old. I have a 5-year-old. My whole adulthood has been, you got to wake up at 5. You got to be home at 9. And like, you know what I'm saying? The schedule. My whole adulthood, I've been a professional athlete. So I'm enjoying this time off. Maybe I'll take 2 years off. I don't know. And I know a lot of fans want to see me play, and I know I owe it to the fans. But what do I owe to myself? What do I owe to myself? My whole adulthood. And I know people have been calling me crazy. They've been calling me manic for my behavior, and I know I've been posting shit, and I've been drawing attention to myself, and I low-key want to build a community for players after retirement, because there was a part of me that was on Instagram, and I felt like I was that percentile that's saying, hey, I need attention, because I wanted attention. I posted my genitals on the internet.
Why you posting genitals on?
I wanted the girls to see my big dick.
Wait, what?
Why?
Because I'm single. I'm still single. I've been single for 6 years, but I've been living with my baby mama, the one that's mad now. I was living with her. So now I'm trying to expose myself to say, hey, y'all can come fuck me.
Okay.
Bro, you wild,
He's
bro.
wilding out.
The internet lasts forever, bro.
Yeah, that's okay.
But here's the thing, and I do want to say this though, because I know you like the jokes. I know it's funny, but there is a certain line that we cross, and then people then start misinterpreting that emotional side of being a comic or trying to be, I don't want to make you feel bad, but maybe the class clown.
Yeah.
When you're not, you're totally aware of what you're doing. Like,
Yeah.
you tell me before you go live. I've been talking to you on DM and text for the last 6 months.
And like a normal person.
Like a normal person,
course.
checking in on you, making sure you're okay.
Of course.
I said, yo, you got to delete the mugshot from TMZ as your default. That ain't going to work for me, champ.
Can I talk about that, actually?
Yeah, go ahead.
I went to jail twice. I want to let people know why I went to jail. I went to jail twice for my baby mama. I went to jail for burning. You know how they said I was burning furniture?
There you go.
Well, I usually walk over to even though I had a restraining order, I usually walk over to my baby mama's house or drive over there, and I clean up all the dog shit from my dog that she's taking care of. I clean up the dog shit, and I make sure her trash is out. So one week I go over there and I make sure the trash is out, and I realize that her recycling bin has a whole bunch of empty boxes, a whole bunch of empty Chanel boxes, all the boxes that I bought her, a whole bunch of designer bags. So I said, oh, I have bonfires going over at my house. Let me take this trash can, drive it to my house, empty it, burn it all, and bring it back. So I proceed. I get everything. I drive it to my house. I burn all the boxes because I ran out of firewood. Burning boxes, it's not bad, not furniture. I drive back to the house to drop off the recycling bin, and there's 4 cop cars there. And then you can go to TMZ for the rest of the story at your local TMZ. But yeah, and that happened. And
the ladies.
when I saw that she had the power to go to the police, I had already fallen out of love with her, and I no longer live. And I know my daughter could possibly see this one day, but she needs to know what her mom did to her dad. Why is there mugshots of my dad? And I could cry right now because this is serious. Why is there mugshots of my dad on the internet? But there's so many people in jail that are wrongfully accused. All you see is Chandler was in jail. You don't know why. You think he burned furniture or he did some wild shit. No, that's what happened. And I want to let the world know that that I am an innocent man. I was in jail. There's so many wrong people in jail. That's why I want to keep it on my Instagram as long as I can, because there's too many innocent people in jail. My cousin Trey, Nathaniel Cox, is in jail, wrongfully accused for something that he didn't do. So I want to keep that on my Instagram for a while.
Yeah, you your own man.
Yeah.
You know, do what you want, but I just met you, but I advise you not to show your genitals.
You want to see him?
Hell no.
Yeah,
What kind of factory he got going on at Jackson?
You want to go see the live?
The live.
I just advise you not to do. That's the only thing.
He was on live.
Oh, he was on live.
He was on live.
Oh, I thought you posted it.
No, he was on live. And I was
You
like,
watched it, huh?
No.
Yeah, he did. He was,
Hell
it said bare joint. I waved at him. He said, that's why he laughing.
No,
He probably screenshot. He probably screen
Yeah.
recorded it.
He
watch
said,
it.
yo, hop in the live. I hop in live. I go, oh, hell no.
He said, "Oh hell, let me screen record it."
He was like this. He was like looking through it. Like this.
Like you wilded. But did you get some girls in your DM after that?
Oh, I definitely did. Not the right ones, but I definitely did.
You had some
I was trying to see something.
You had some fat ones in your DM?
Yes.
Man, I always get the fat ones.
That one's got no water.
What?
Make me swim. Make me wanna.
What's the biggest chick you ever smashed? Be one.
Boy, she's probably about 230. She said, "Make me lose my breath. Make me wanna."
Look at his voice. He got a #1 trending song right now.
Oh, really?
It's called Bill Belichick.
It's that Bill
You want to give
Belichick.
us 30 seconds of it?
That's that. So I fire him, and then hire him. Bill Belichick.
Oh God.
Who's the fuck is Bill Belichick?
Bro, you don't know who Bill Belichick is?
No.
He's the most famous coach of all time.
Oh, okay.
Look, I know you know who that is. Look, what's in the coach?
I don't know. I don't watch sports.
You don't watch sports.
Bro,
New
not
England.
even
Bill
lying.
Belichick, he won 6 Super Bowls with the New England Patriots. He's the reason why Tom Brady is Tom Brady. Tom Brady was just a little Michigan guy. Bill Belichick said, "Hey, let's get that fucker."
Did he coach you before?
Yeah, he was my coach. That's
He won
why
a Super Bowl with Bill Belichick.
So he still
Calling
coaching.
Tom Brady out? That's
just fired
nothing.
him. That's what the song was about. Why fire him? And then, but they hired my best friend Gerard Mayo, a nigga, and then hire him.
Man, you know what, bro? I feel bad me being an athlete and I don't really watch sports. I'm gonna tell you why I don't watch sports. Growing up in Memphis, we didn't have a team. And I remember when I went to college, everybody had starter jackets. They was repping the city, and I didn't have shit. You know, we didn't have no basketball team growing up, and we didn't have a football team. And I played football growing up, you know, with the guys in the hood, but they was all adults, and they let me play football with them, but they wouldn't let me play basketball with them. So I don't even know how to play basketball. The kids wouldn't let me play basketball with them because I was bigger than them and I was too rough, they say. So I was like, fuck sports.
You right there with John and him. I would like to see one-on-one basketball with you and John.
I'll fuck John up in some basketball.
I don't know.
Can he shoot who?
No, he can't shoot for shit.
Have
He
you
can't
seen
dribble.
him?
He can't dribble.
Can he dunk? He tall as
No,
fuck.
he can't dribble. He ain't got no coordination. He can't. You can't throw him the ball. He won't.
All
What
right,
do you mean he got no hand-eye coordination?
I'm talking about catching a basketball. It's different between fighting. Fighting, that's all he do. He think he an Army guy. He think he a Marine. Bro, if you go into a mind of a John Jones, he really think, like, I don't know if I should be saying it, but he think he a Marine.
A Marine or Navy SEAL? Why a
Whatever.
Marine?
He think he all of that.
I'm gonna tell you something.
That's why he be fighting like that.
I'm gonna tell you something I
He'll
know
die,
about
he'll
your
die
brother.
for that fight, so he'll die for it.
I'm gonna tell you something I know about your brother though. He got a real strong mind. I call him Neo.
Yeah.
He got a real strong mind.
Yeah.
Cause the shit that he was doing, he was doing shit that nobody was doing. Even though that spinning elbow, even though that shit was illegal as fuck.
Yeah.
Nobody was doing. Cause the way he did it, he spin around and hit you on the back of your head.
Oh,
That shit
I didn't
ille-
realize that.
Yeah, shit's legal as fuck, and they let him get away with it.
I didn't realize
All
it.
right, fuck.
He was giving people mini concussions every time.
Yeah, bro.
You got to fight him. He give you a mini concussion.
Bro, I had to train so hard. I got to watch out for the spinning elbow. When he switched stands, he gonna do a high kick on this side. He's gonna do this side. And you know what I'm saying? You don't get in too close, so he go elbow you over the top, gonna kick your damn leg out. He's gonna eye poke you if you do anything good.
Right, his fight IQ is insane.
Yeah, was that his coach? What's his name? Jackson.
Jackson, yeah, Greg Jackson. Over in that's the reason why he still live out there.
Oh, he still
I told him he should move from there. He should move to LA or somewhere.
Is he still training with Greg Jackson?
Yeah, he's still out there. He had that surgery.
Call your brother and tell him I owe Greg Jackson an ass whooping.
I should have called him.
Put him on FaceTime.
I'm gonna call him right now.
See if they know each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, you know this guy? I'm gonna call him.
Tell him I want to play basketball. I'm gonna leg kick him.
I'm gonna
oblique kick him while we playing basketball.
Say John Bones Jones.
He ain't gonna pick up.
He don't pick up. John be in his own world. Oh, hey, John, what you doing? I'm on set right now. Bad service. I can't talk.
He probably on the toilet.
You taking the shit, Smokey? Smokey taking the shit. We'll try him next time. Yeah, he should.
Well, at least you FaceTime.
Yeah, at least he picked up.
Yeah.
No, I saw you guys talking all morning. The guys over here, they're talking about life. They're making sure each other's good. Like, I feel like you get a bad shake because you've been so conservative on your social media for so long as an athlete.
Very private.
And then you went full court press with like, you know, you got your rope out, you're making Bill Belichick songs, you're doing crazy things at 3 in the morning, you got the lights on, looks like you're at the strip club.
Right.
Like, so because of all that, it just went from 0 to 100 so fast, and you mix in TMZ, it's like all of a sudden then you got labeled, you know, a madman for no reason. I feel like you really did get a bad shake. I mean, you brought some of it on your own, but you did
Honestly, I did bring some of it on my own, and a huge part of it was on purpose. I think mentally, physically, and emotionally, I think I needed a break. I think I needed a break from getting paid millions of dollars to do it. But to be fair to myself, like I said previously, I needed a break. And everybody that knows me, everybody that are true friends with me, they're not worried about me. They're not calling and checking on me because that's how I act in front of them. It's just really crazy that the only thing that's a little crazy to them is that I can't believe Chandler Jones, my fucking best friend, and my friend Chandler is being himself on Instagram Live right now. Why is he letting everybody see him be himself? They're gonna think he's crazy. Chandler, keep being that person. Keep being that person that you've always been. Hey, my name is Chandler Jones. I play for the Patriots. I play for the Cardinals. I play for the Raiders.
You have media training?
Yeah. Think about it. Think about how fucked up that is. Media training.
Yeah.
Let a nigga get up here and say, "Hey, nigga, if I didn't want to disrespect Jackson's podcast, I would definitely be rolling up if this was some Snoop Dogg shit. I'm sorry." I'd be rolling up right now talking, because if me and him in Memphis and he took me to Memphis to break bread with me, if I can come to Memphis and call you, I would want to be somewhere rolling up, sitting with the fellas.
Yeah, why you don't let people roll up in here?
We can.
You don't like it to smell like
next
weed?
time.
No, I feel like the hard part for me is there is a lot of fight fans right now that are young, 14, 15, 16 years old. And I just feel like
them motherfuckers smoking weed too.
I know, but
hey, if I was on Joe Rogan podcast, Joe Rogan be having motherfuckers rolling up on there.
True. I just feel like we're still a brand too that we sell U-chains, we sell to moms. I feel like let those kids determine if they want to do that when they want to do it. Yeah. There's a party out here 24/7 anyways.
I'm tell you right now, kids. Yeah. You shouldn't smoke weed until you get at least 18, because I started when I was 8, right?
Yeah.
And my memory's bad, and a lot of people think it's from fighting. And a lot of times I do blame it. I say, I'm sorry, I don't remember. I've been punched too many times.
Yeah.
But it's
John said the same thing.
Yeah, but it's from weed. Though.
Weed.
Yeah, because my memory, my brain wasn't developed, and I did some reading and stuff. You shouldn't smoke weed till you're like 21. So your brain is fully developed.
Yeah.
Because my short term is really bad.
And it makes you make improper decisions. When you're older, at least you have a more consequence-based mind, right? You know, if you mess up, there's consequences. When you're younger, you don't have those consequences, that fear of consequence. You don't understand, if I drive drunk, I could kill someone. If I'm smoking high, I could fall asleep and kill someone. I'm not saying don't do whatever you want. You know, I'm not that guy. I'm just saying that let people decide it.
I'm gonna say this though. What I've learned now they legalize everywhere, I would make sure I smoke organic only, because they got all.
Yeah, no, he right.
What's he right about?
When I went to the first Ncaa, that rapper weed. Yeah. When I went to the first psych ward, the doctor told me that there was a large amount of high school kids and college kids that are getting high amounts of psychosis because of the weed that I'm putting over the counters right now.
Wow. Yeah, they put chemicals in it.
The weed that's being served over the counters, the government's allowing, FDA is approving it, but it's causing kids to have psychosis, and that could be why I was having. That could be why I was okay, because I smoke every day. I tell you, I smoke Rampage saw me smoke. He walked the other way. He was like, I don't smoke.
I had to give him the big suite at the hotel because he said I need 2 windows.
I did, and then I had to open that.
Do they piss text you?
Once a year. We know when it's coming. If you fail an NFL drug test, you're
stupid.
You're not the smartest guy in the world. You see how I switched that?
Yeah. You're nice.
I said I ain't worried about NFL guys coming after me.
Let me ask you a question. And just be honest with us. You're totally aware of what happened, like I said, and I do want to make that clear that and we've talked about this, that you are aware of what you did and what you brought upon yourself, and then what they amplified. So that's always a healthy start in rebuilding and coming back into the league or coming back into yourself. You go into the ward. Were you already prescribed medicine or anything before this?
No.
So you go into this thing, and did it amplify this idea of now that you're not in control of your mind, or you may be out there because now you're in this place where you feel more insane?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was one of those people, and I'm still one of those people that always said I don't want to take any medication. I was a natural. I don't even take Excedrin when I get a headache. I drink water and duke it out. That's me. But since I went in this restraining order with my child's mom, I was in the psych ward. They said I couldn't get out of the psych ward until I started taking something called Abilify. And it was about 30 milligrams of this medication called Abilify. And this medication causes me to be very drowsy at random times. Even to this day. Remember last night when we were at Nobu, I was falling asleep. And the medication, they said that if I could get caught off of it, I can end up back in the psych ward. So
that's what they do. They try to get you on medicine for the rest of your life, so you got to pay for it.
So now they're giving. It's a $1,000 injection that they put in my shoulder and my buttocks. $1,000 injection called Abilify, 30 milligrams, and I'm on that now. Have to be on it for a year. So I'm a government lab rat for a year.
But do you feel it's helping you?
It's not helping me. It makes me calmer than I want to be. Very calm. Like,
how often you gotta take it?
In situations like, say if there was a fire alarm right now, if there was a fire outside, Lord forbid, arson, I would literally be like, guys, wait, just make sure it's not in here.
Well, how often you gotta take that medicine though?
They do it every month, once a month.
And they come to you and do it?
I gotta go to see them. I gotta go to this little place that looks like a shithole. People outside sitting on the ground. People outside. Last time I've been there, a dude took a shit like Smokey right in front of the building. It's the hood, and you got a $100 million man. Not to talk about my bank, but you can look that up. $100 million man going to get a shot in the hood.
Bro, that ain't fair. To force somebody to take some medicine for this long, you know, or you're gonna put them back in the hospital.
Or they say I can't see my daughter if I don't take it.
Yeah, see that's not right. Kanye was talking about that shit.
I don't see my daughter.
You've been interacting with him, and you've seen how he interacts. Like
Kanye was talking about that.
I don't feel anything's wrong.
He was talking about some shit like that happened to him. You know,
I can't see right now. I can't see my daughter. I haven't seen her since July. What's today's date? Today is January 15th. I haven't seen my daughter since July 13th, her birthday, when she turned 5.
Wow. Yeah, listen, hanging out with him, he seemed like a regular dude, just smoke weed, you know. When I used to smoke weed, that's what I used to do. I used to talk about anything, joke, laugh, and go into conspiracies. We just, you know, just like what normal shit people do.
I've been friends with him for a year, 2, 3 years plus. He's been helping me since day one with Jackson, wearing it in the games, on the phone, FaceTime, everything. I hit him up after the games. Always 100. Never saw anything. Now, I can't speak for people that live with you or things that have happened that I'm not there for, but for me as a person, everybody has to have their own opinions and their own, theories based off their interaction. My interaction with him is he's always been amazing. So I understand that. I just want to make that clear. And one thing I did want to make sure is that people understood we didn't have you on here to make a joke of you or have you on here to talk about you, how people have been writing certain comments. We had you on here to set the record straight, and so you could speak for yourself and not just let these tabloids and these internet media companies just kind of clip you. I'm here for the people. Rampage here for the people. Our community, the Jackson podcast community, stands up and rallies behind the athletes we have on here.
But I'll show you the text. He brought you on here because he wanted to talk about your genitals.
He did. He's like, fuck, I seen in print. I seen in print.
Hey, but can you get a second opinion from another doctor to tell him, like, look, get him off this shit. He don't need this.
I think I can, but it's a court order now. Since I've been in psych ward, it's now a court order. So I don't know how, since it's a court order, I don't know how I get off. I think I got to be in it for a certain amount of time. And it's weird, the doctor, she even said the words to me, you get a review on this day, but I don't let anyone off. Like, why would you tell me that you get a review on the day, but you usually don't let people off? Like,
Right,
that's like
Trying to
hanging over
spur
my
you to
head.
go crazy more, so
You know,
that
that's
way
what
they
it is.
really could keep you
That's
on.
what it is.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah, so I was going to say this before. You know, think about it though. If somebody falsely accuse you and you got to go through a psych ward for 3 weeks. Think about that. Think about what type of mental space that put you in, though.
and being in a psych ward, and also there are people. There's people that are in there that aren't crazy, but there's also crazy people that are in there stripping naked in front of you, calling you nigger. And how hard you are, and you can't do nothing because if you do swing at them, guess what? You're crazy too. How does that make you look at a crazy person?
Right.
Did you have to spend any nights in jail?
Yes.
How many nights?
Spent 2 nights in jail.
Jesus, what was jail like?
Jail wasn't a fun experience. Man, they made me go in there. There was 8 officers in a room smaller than small. Probably like not even half of this room. Probably just from this wall to this wall. Right where you sitting. There was about 8 officers in there. They made me put my hands on the wall, spread my ass cheeks, and they all laughed. They all just sit there and laugh with their arms behind their back, and it's a joke now. But in my mind, I'm like, I'm a man with a kid. One of this dude kept talking about his husband, and I can't forget this. He kept saying, my husband would like this. My husband.
That's power. That power tripping.
Yeah, it's in Vegas. That was in Vegas.
Yeah,
He kept saying my husband. He sitting there, they said, spread your ass, and they all laughed. He said, my husband would like this.
But
I can't forget that.
and did you come to kind of peace with the Vegas police and all that? We're all good now?
I have nothing against the police. That's the thing. I know I'm supposed to fuck the police.
Yeah.
But those police officers, it wasn't the Vegas police that I'm saying fuck the police to. It's the police officers that put their hands on me. That's on my page. Y'all go to Chandler Jones and follow me on Instagram at Chan Jones. If y'all want to see it, I'm not gonna read that
We're
yet.
going to move past that. A lot of that you archived last night.
Yeah. Oh, I archived it?
A lot of
okay.
it, yeah.
Well, okay.
He's good.
Well, you brought up the police, so I'll tell y'all what they did.
That's awesome.
Fucking gave me a concussion.
Pause.
Sprayed my MCL and said,
That's what I'm saying.
should I talk about that or no?
No, I mean, some of it, you could talk about it, but some of it I just feel like I don't want to put you in a place where people then go and attack you or amplify
No,
your situation.
all I want to say,
you know?
all I want to say is,
Yeah.
the police, when they came over to my house, they said, let's talk about why we're here. Today is January 15th, Monday at 3:25. I still don't know why they were there, tackling me, arresting me without a warrant, without anything, saying that. Think about it. They said, you're not in trouble. On my Instagram, there's a video saying, he said, Channel, you are not in trouble. Why do I have a concussion from you banging my head on my doorstep? And why is my MCL sprained and I still have a scar on my knee from it? Why did I have to get carried into that psych ward that you guys said I needed mental help at? Why did I have to get carried? Why did I get carried into there? No justice, no peace.
You let them in your house?
No, they came in my garage. The videos, they came in my garage. I shouldn't even. I didn't even have no. The nigga drew his damn taser, came in my garage and tackled me in the ground just because it was a bitch I was with. It was on her. I gotta be careful the bitches I'm hanging around with.
Another bitch.
Well, she called him this son?
She didn't call him, but she told him some shit. She was tripping.
It's a different one.
Different one.
The one that was living with you.
Nope, different one from her.
Oh, God damn.
Jesus.
What's up with these girls?
Slow down. Slow down.
More money, more. What's that?
Yeah, more money, more
I got 99 problems and
big
not
dog.
99 bitches.
Hey, why don't you just date a famous chick? They be more chill.
I will
You
tell
know,
you
you famous,
the
you
biggest
rich.
thing
You
you need to
know,
know
get a famous chick.
You heard him? Did y'all hear
Do
him?
not
Who you
use
want?
the newest
J-Lo?
version.
Who you?
of
Yeah,
RCTC.
she's a little bit too old for you.
You got a
Every girl that I talk to, every girl that knows me, every girl that I talk to, they all
want
want to get married. But I always tell them, if Janae Aiko's ever available, you gotta slide.
Janae Aiko?
If Janae Aiko's ever available.
Who's that?
You think you could lay?
I might have got way too high.
I don't know who that one is.
You don't know who Janae Aiko is?
I think I heard that
Hey,
name.
Vinny, pull up Janae
I
Aiko.
might have got way too high.
Chandler Jones is just losing his mind.
Look at her.
man.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
my.
yeah, she bad.
My
Oh, yeah.
milk of magnesia.
Yeah, yeah,
My milk of magnesia. Look at her. And we got the same scar under our lips. And we got
Is she
matching
single?
tattoos. I don't
Why
care.
don't you just DM
Yeah,
her,
yeah,
bro?
why don't you just
Oh,
slide?
she's with Big Sean.
I don't want to do. Okay, yeah. I don't want to DM her.
That's Big Sean right there next to you?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Lil Sean. Janae Aiko 5'5". He what 5'6"?
You think you got better chance than Big Sean?
Nah, if that's his lady, I think that's his lady. I don't want to disrespect,
you know.
but I
Oh,
love
they
her.
had an
I
on
love
and
her.
off, on again relationship.
Let me
To
show
be
y'all
honest
something.
with
Let me
you,
show y'all
you don't
What do you
need
got?
it.
No, wait, we don't want to see no
Whoa,
Sean.
whoa, whoa, keep it all
About
under
this,
pants.
this
This is a family show.
Let
Yeah.
me show y'all something real quick. It's gonna be real quick because I'm in love.
All right,
with
but
this.
no body
But yeah,
parts.
buy the disc.
She got my whole arm. She got my right arm.
That's how much you love her?
for
whole
legal
name. That's her
reasons
whole
or
name right
whatnot.
Oh, damn.
Wait, what?
Janae Aiko Afiro Chilumbo.
Wait, why? Wait, hold on. Time out. Wait, why do you have her name tattooed on you?
That's my wife. That's my spiritual wife.
Oh, he might end up getting her.
Wait, because you like her music? Is that why? Is that what inspired you?
It's not even her music. Like I connect with her in a way where like
Have you ever met her?
I've never met her. I never even communicated
Oh
with
my
this woman.
goodness, that pass was
But
terrible.
like, it's just like whenever I listen to her music.
Why'd you call it
whenever I
rainbow
think of her,
audio? Golly.
Calm frequency. But if y'all can play that song "Frequency" by her, no, don't play it, but listen to it.
No, but I get what you're saying. Because this morning when we were having breakfast, you were like, no, put this song on so I can relax a little bit.
Yeah, and who was that playing?
Ncaa. I mean, listen, sometimes people need music to relax.
I need her to relax.
And
Why you don't just slide in her DMs?
Yeah, I
I
know.
think there's a way to do it. I already had the disc, so I
Man,
just
you a
did it like
celebrity.
that.
Yeah, what?
I'm not a celebrity. She got like 8 million followers. I only got
I've just seen
700,000.
some people.
Oh, who cares,
Yeah,
bro?
yeah.
You got a Super Bowl world championship. You played for Bill
Look at her.
Belichick.
Just look at her. Look at her. I
You
got
played
that
for
tattoo.
Bill Belichick. Hey,
She's a-
talk to me about Brady.
Oh, she's a
Shouldn't be
songwriter as
400
well.
Yeah,
more,
she
man.
writes her own music, bro.
Should be
You
like
listen to her
80 bucks.
songs.
She writes her own shit.
Yeah, what do you?
So when she say, as I speak these frequencies, as I sing these frequencies, speak to me. That's her saying that.
Yeah, she's saying it to you, bro.
I don't know what he's saying.
He gassing you up.
You should slide in her DM.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah. Hey, do it right now. Let me see your
No,
phone. I'll do
no,
it for you.
no,
Hey,
no,
yes,
no.
I'll do it for you.
hey, you missed.
Because what if she's with Big Sean?
Who gives a fuck?
You just say, hey, I like your music. Bro, you're on the Jackson podcast. Let's do it right now. Ncaa,
No.
slide in my man's DMs.
No, I don't
He's
wanna do
6'7".
Because look, what if
Yeah,
Big Sean? What if they might get married? What if he proposed to her
I didn't
tomorrow?
know
Big Sean gonna write a diss song against you.
He need listen. If
But
Big
that's
Sean
how
don't
you feel,
propose
buddy.
tomorrow, I'm sliding in them DMs.
Kind of
All right, 24-hour countdown.
Yeah,
And guess what? They're both celebrities, so if he proposes, it's gonna be all out.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Not tomorrow. I'll give him like
Give him 24
end of
hours.
the month because I think they just had a baby too.
Oh, they just had a baby?
Yeah, I think they had a baby.
says on and off
Talking
again
about
relationship.
getting,
They got a son.
That's a
felt
hard
down
Son and all?
That's what it said.
police.
Oh, it said on and
I'm not
on?
really sure
Yes.
what was, not really sure.
Hey,
what
Tom
was
Brady, break it down. Is he really the GOAT of all quarterbacks?
He is the GOAT.
Tell me why
Tom.
Tom Brady is the
Y'all
best
know
quarterback of all time.
everything's not
You played
there.
with him.
His practice
Sometimes
habits.
you
He's a
should
guy that
wait
say
for
fuck
sometimes,
shit just for incomplete pass in practice.
Sometimes
And nobody
it's
practiced that way.
weird.
Fuck like he'll yell. Like,
Bro,
I'm a guy that
so many comments, man.
when I first got
Like,
to
you really
NFL,
going
I was
for
on the
it.
Patriots.
No, I already had the
And,
game.
I was getting my ankles taped, and Tom came up to me and said, "Hey, Chandler Jones, it's a
God,
pleasure to have you on the
still
team."
going.
As soon as he walked away from me, I called my mom and dad. I said, "Tom Brady knows my name."
Tom Brady
knows
knows
my
my
name.
name.
So I've always been a fan. So imagine getting the front row seats of your favorite player every day at work, watching everything he do, his mannerisms. One thing he used to always do, I don't know why he did it. I'm just saying some of my nicks that I realized about him. He would take a tennis ball and put it under his non-throwing arm. No, his non-throwing arm, and then throw with his little trainer. He'll put a tennis ball. I don't know why. I'll keep his spiral tight or something. He would take a tennis ball and put it under his non-throwing arm and then throw. That's how he keep it tight.
Yeah, I'm playing
I be doing
revamped,
that now. I
bud.
be showing people. Tom Brady always do that.
What do you do?
Think about
for
it.
them?
I don't know.
What position you play?
Defensive end. I sacked Tom
Block.
Brady. I sacked him before. Did I sack Tom? No.
Right.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
All right. When I played football, I was a tailback.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I ran on the field, my coach said, "Hey, boy, get your tail back here."
I thought you played tailback. Me too.
No, I was a nose guard. I played one. My wrestling coach made me play.
Damn, you had me.
That's good for wrestling, though.
Yeah.
That's good for wrestling. Vice versa. Both sports are good for you.
And is
Oh,
Bill
yeah.
Belichick the greatest coach of all time?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You say that with like
because
out of doubt.
there's no question.
Tell me why. Say it right here. Tell me why.
Well,
Right here.
what I will say is that there's not just one way to win. There's many ways to success, as we all know. There's more coaches that win.
Jeez.
But what Bill's able to do,
So tough.
you got to think he's doing this with different depth charts, and that's when you start thinking, all right, is it the quarterback? No, because the quarterback can only take you so far. But what Bill has control over the players, not just based on out of respect, but just because how he carries himself. I'll tell you a funny story I had with Bill. Bill's such a mind guy. Sometimes he'll walk by you without even saying anything. And he's so in his
Yeah,
head
man,
thinking
same,
about plays
man.
and thinking about
Appreciate you for
football. You
hanging
might
out,
think it's
man.
disrespect.
I'm about to lock
So
in
imagine
real
if you
quick.
got
Finish this game off.
some hood
Break a
ass
few
person
school
just signed to your
records real
team,
quick. Oh my
who's
goodness
probably the
gracious.
leader of his whole hood, leader of a gang, let's
Okay,
say,
we gotta hold
right?
on to that one.
And then you see your
That
new
terrible
master. Not
stat
you
line.
call them masters because it's just your new boss. You see your new boss walking down the hallway,
Oh no, you're
and
no,
he
you're
doesn't
good,
say hi to
brother.
you.
I'm
You might think, what the fuck did I do
I'm
wrong?
joking. I'm
Why
making
is
a
he not
joke.
saying hi to me? What do
You're
I
only
need to do
helping me
to
out,
play
man.
better? Oh, that's what it is. I need to play better. Then Bill Belichick's gonna.
Okay,
Bill Belichick's gonna say
how
hi to me.
does he?
He didn't even do that on
jump
purpose.
that?
But there's a few
That
times
don't
where
be
he walked
making
by
no
me. I'm just like,
sense.
he didn't know he was pushing me to be
Now,
better.
these boys is
How do I
juiced.
get Bill to say hi to me? Just because of how big his
Both
name
of
was.
those routes are open.
How do I
He
get Bill
jumps it.
Belichick to even say hi to me in the hallways? And I bet you I'll tell him this story today. And he'll be like, "What? I didn't walk by you."
Nah,
Just
you're
because I
fine,
just know he's a
brother.
mastermind. He always has a pencil in his ear.
I would
He
recommend,
just
you
fucking
know,
waddles down.
some people who would
Fucking
probably
Bill
know a little
Belichick.
more than me.
Bill
That's all I'm
Belichick.
saying. I might give you the wrong thing. Oh,
Is he going to coach
went
another
up and
team?
got it. Look
Or he's just going to retire?
I don't know.
I'm just a
I think
Dumbotron
immediate. I don't
9000
really think he
cuz
got
I'm not
fired.
gonna
I think
leave
it just
Jim
ran with my
Brown away.
son. I think he stepped down. He walked away. But usually when guys of that age, they walk away, it's because someone's like, hey, you got a GTF. Get the fuck.
And as you look at like the landscape of the NFL right now, you feel healthy enough to come back this season?
Man,
Oh my
I feel
God.
and I'm not just saying this because I'm not playing right now, but I feel the most relaxed, healthy, strongest, explosive, powerful than I've ever been. Think about you got a racehorse, right? I'm not calling myself a horse. And he's been racing for 12 years, his whole life. And then he gets a year off to just be himself and just run around the woods. Just run, eat whatever the fuck he want. Just a fucking lion. Fuck the horse.
Go to the
Fucking-
line.
I got a lion tatted on him.
Hey, go to line.
Zoom in on that if y'all can.
Oh,
But a fucking lion, and just give him a
all
year
right,
off just
guess
to
we're
be
going
himself,
read option.
and then throw him back in a controlled setting, and then watch him.
Do it
I
again,
hope that,
do it again,
I hope
do it
that
again.
camera zoomed all the way in, because that nigga so black, you can't see none of the tattoos.
Zoom in, please.
Yeah, we got to guess what you got tattooed.
Producer, can you see?
Wait,
Producer?
hold up. Put your hand up. Is that about John Jones' size of his hands?
Nah, his hand's smaller than mine.
Oh, for real? You,
Yeah, he
you
got-
big, are you
you got
talking?
my arms
massive
longer than his.
hands.
My arms longer than his. I'm taller than him.
Or you got
Yeah.
massive hands?
Yeah, my dad got big. My granddad got hands, big old hands, look like a goddamn Michelin man hands.
What's your grandfather's name?
Arthur Jones. They all Arthur Joneses. Arthur, my dad, my brother, and his son. Senior, junior, third, fourth.
How many kids you got?
Just one. That's just one. That's why I'm so tied up with this girl. She got me. If I had baby mamas, if I had a plural, I'd just be like, all right, NFL. But she came and moved. She was living with me. I was living with her. They came running her house when I was acting crazy. Like, it was a lot.
Yeah.
That's the
And
way
as you look for the 2024 season, the 2025 season, are you interested in trying out for a team?
I would love to play. Try out. I would try out for if it was the right franchise. If it was a franchise that really wanted to see me play. But I feel like at this day and age, I have so many friends that are head coaches and on staff. They would know how disrespectful it is to ask me to try out for their team. You know what I'm saying? That's like asking Ray Lewis after him taking a year off.